Hey guys, what's up? And today I'm going to be doing a video of the things that you need when you start PC gaming. Now this video follows up my video before on should you choose a PC or a PS4. In my opinion currently is pretty much get both. I like them both for different things. Or get whatever you want, it's up to you. Like I said, watch that video. You can check that out on my channel. You can hear the details on that. Now, there's a few things that you're going to need to start PC gaming, and a few things you're going to want. So the first things that you're going to need is obviously a gaming PC, which can range anywhere from about 300 to about, probably a lot, like 20 grand, something like that. But the main person probably could spend about $1 grand on it and have a pretty good PC. The second thing you're obviously going to need a monitor or something to output video. Currently I'm using my TV, but coming up here in a few months I'll be able to provide a video of you guys when I set up my new setup, which will have a 3-monitor, 1080p, Infinity display, plus I'll have my TV mounted and that type of thing. I'll have a desk setup video. It'll be real cool. So check that out in the future coming months. So some things you're going to need for PC gaming and want. So first of all, you're going to want a pretty good mouse, okay? So I have the Razer Naga mouse. It's got 12 keys on it. It's LED lit. I just have the regular green version, but you can get RGB to match your setup. My setup's green because I have my Razer H440, obviously my case, so that just fits in. Second, you're obviously gonna want a nice keyboard. You don't need it. You don't need any of these things. You can obviously just use whatever keyboard you have.
Ready for deployment.
Like when I started out, I just had a crap keyboard. Well, it wasn't crap. It was actually pretty good. A Dell keyboard and mouse. Those are probably the best, I think, overall. A Dell keyboard and mouse. And it was just so much fun playing right away. I thought it was the coolest thing when I first got my PC. So that's really cool. Now, my keyboard I have right here is the Razer Black Widow.
UAV destroyed.
It's the mechanical keyboard, the RGB lit keyboard, and you can change the colors on it, all that type of thing, and it's real nice. Some other things you're going to want is obviously software. Now, if you go on any gamer's PC, you're going to find two main softwares. Probably mostly Steam. Steam is a game store on PC where you can buy your games. Like if you have a PlayStation or an Xbox One, you just go to the store part. And PlayStation is PlayStation Store. I don't know if there's an Xbox. I don't have an Xbox. I haven't had an Xbox since 360. So I cannot really comment on that. But, the store where you go to buy your games digitally. They have that, except this is called Steam. Everything pretty much on PC goes through Steam or another app called Origin. Origin is another gaming app such as like Steam, and you can download and buy games. But that's pretty much all EA games, if not all EA games. It is all EA games or third party. No really big titles besides Battlefield or Titanfall. Let's see, Sims is on there, which is a big one. FIFA, that type of thing. And that's some things you can get on PC. But basically, you can, for PC, go to the store, pick up a disc for your games, and go pick them up, and then they're about, I don't know, you can get them pretty cheap now. And they have a disc, so you don't have to spend a lot of time downloading if you have slow internet. And then you just put in your license key, and it licenses. So that's pretty much only for Origin I've done that. Never done it with Steam, but the process is similar. So when you go on the app like Steam, most likely I'm talking about Steam right now. Steam every once in a while will have a free weekend for games. So this is a pretty nice side of PC. You can go and say it's Black Ops 3 free weekend, which was not too long ago, around Christmas time. And that was really nice. You can play for the whole weekend. They give free weekends and you play all weekend. Also, there's double XP weekends on everything, but there's also that when there's free weekend, so you just rank up obviously very fast. So, some things I'm going to talk about next. Once you get your games, your keyboard, your mouse, you're going to want a nice headset. So there's many headsets you can go out and get. There's a few that stick to mine. Mine, that I use daily, that works. The reason I have it is it works with the PS4 and the PC, such as like Astros. They're the Razer Kraken Pros. They come with a mic, they're nice. They have an adapter that you use it for PC, but you can also use it for PS4, which is a nice advantage if you have a multi-system setup like I do. where you have a PC and a console, in my case a PS4. So that's really nice to have. This headset works great. This is actual 2-driver headset, but the software and the hardware emulates a 7.1 surround sound experience, which works really good when you're playing Call of Duty games, that type of thing. You can hear around you. You can set it up in Razer Synapse. So some other things to take into account. You're obviously going to have to buy an operating system from Microsoft if you're going to use this, or you could use a Linux, but if you're gaming on this, you're most likely going to want to use Windows, because all games, pretty much besides a few that Valve has created, currently works on Windows, and support for other operating systems is pretty buggy at this point in time, and it's just not worth it. So once you have those things, you basically got everything you need to play. Now you're going to talk about some things that people need in terms of software, some more software. So you're going to want an antivirus. Technically, I don't have one right now, but it's a good thing to have. At least have Windows Defender on. That works real nice. So if you're going to be gaming your PC, you're going to probably want a controller. Most people would say, oh no, but if you just want to like play racing games, some racing games you play, which you can buy third-party wheel accessories, which are real nice. But you can go pick yourself up a PS4 controller. Right now I have this in front of me. They feel real nice for this. You can get an emulator to emulate this to like an Xbox controller. This is probably my favorite controller overall, especially because it's Bluetooth. But you can also go on Microsoft.com or Best Buy or that type of place and pick up your Xbox One controller for about $60. And if you want the adapter, it's about $70-80, and that'll let you have a wireless Xbox One. But if you just pick up the controller for $60, you'll just have a regular Xbox One controller, and that'll be good too. So that'll work for you also. Some other things to take in note. Where are your friends at? If your friends have, what games do your friends have? Talk to your friends, see what they have, that type of thing. So, some other things you're going to need, obviously, in the PC, this is talking more component-wise, is you're going to obviously need a graphics processing unit, or GPU for short. A lot of people know them as GPU, not many people know the acronyms, or the actual full-out names for things, so I like to say them. So your GPU is something that processes video. Now, every PC gamer will be just looking at me, or most console gamers too will look at me and say, oh, why are you even talking about this? This is just common sense. Well, some people don't know about this GPU. So this GPU obviously processes your video, lets you play your games, that type of thing. And you can get anywhere from a graphics card that can play games pretty well, from anywhere from $40 to about $2,000, I think, right now. There's a lot expensive, very, very expensive ones out there, but there's no point in really getting those. So some graphics cards that are really good. If you're going to be going to the NVIDIA side, get the GTX 750 Ti. These are sold by EVGA, the baseline model with a single fan and 2 gigs of GDDR5 RAM, which will rival your console pretty well. Can be bought for about $130, while the dual fan mode with overclock capabilities is a little bit more expensive at $150 to $160. They range pretty well, but when you get it on holidays, you get some pretty good deals and that type of thing. And rebates, you get a lot. So you're obviously need a good GPU. You're gonna want at least a quad-core CPU. You could probably make it with a dual-core, but many games out there are now only supporting quad cores, so it'd be a good idea to pick one of those up. Now, when we talk about game load times on a PC is pretty complicated, as you can tell from this video. For a console video, I could obviously not make a video this long on just console gaming, because there are not enough accessories and things to know about it to actually do this, because you have to buy all the parts for PC and that type of thing. But if you want extremely fast load times on your PC games, you can go pick up an SSD from Best Buy or any other retail seller that sells anything computer. They should have them. They're pretty common. You can get about 250 gig now for about $80 or less. On Newegg lately, there's been 500 gigs or 480 to be correct for about $150 for an SSD. Now you may be saying, why would you buy this SSD? Increases game performance and loading times, that type of thing. and
UAV on
it's
standby.
basically, instead of a hard disk drive, which has disks obviously and read-write heads that read the information off the hard drive and have to find it, you have an SSD which has all chips, just like a USB flash drive, and it's very fast transfer speeds, and it just works out really good for gaming, and it works pretty good. So that's basically what you need for a gaming PC, what you really want to get. You also might want to get a nice mic with this blue snowball in front of me, but they're really nice, and as you can hear, the quality is good, and then it's only about 60-70 bucks. You can get some for even 40 with the cheaper stand, and there's no real difference. Thanks for watching, guys. Please rate, comment, like, subscribe. Thank you for watching all my videos. Please subscribe. That'd really help out. Stay tuned for future videos. Bye.